Okay, I've not heard a single mention of this. It almost feels like lost history. But did you know the Soviets misused antipsychotics to suppress political dissent, labelling dissidents as mentally ill and forcibly medicating them to silence opposition? Let's talk about this. So, after World War II, psychiatry became massively state-controlled in the USSR. Like most sectors, healthcare was centralised during post-war rebuilding, largely due to heightened political paranoia at the time and need for bureaucratic efficiency. This allowed medicine to become a tool for political control, and that it did. In the late 1950s, Soviet psychiatrist Andrei Shnevnyevsky developed the theory of sluggish schizophrenia, a form of schizophrenia that could supposedly exist even when a person showed almost no obvious symptoms. It was described as a slowly progressing illness that could manifest through subtle personality changes, or what psychiatrists called reformist delusions, the belief that society needed to be changed or corrected. In practice, the diagnosis provided authorities with a convenient way to deal with dissent. Instead of charging critics with political crimes, they could simply declare them mentally ill, which would avoid public trials, allow for indefinite confinement, and provided a pseudo-scientific reason for it. So rather than the narrative being they're locking people up for difference of beliefs, it's instead they're providing treatment for mental illness. This was, of course, abused, and political opponents of the Soviet state were confined to psychiatric hospitals and put on antipsychotic medication as a means of sedating them. Now anyone who criticised the state could simply be deemed mentally unwell and essentially drugged to keep them quiet. One notable victim of this was Natalia Gorbanevskaya, a poet and human rights activist who protested the Soviet invasion of Czechoslovakia in 1968. Leonid Plush, a mathematician, was also confined and forcibly medicated, and smuggled letters exposing his treatment to the West. Vladimir Bukovsky also smuggled evidence of the Soviets' mistreatment to the West. His work revealed how the Soviet state used psychiatry as a tool to silence critics, making him the central figure in exposing the system internationally. I think it's crazy so little people talk about this. So I just wanted to share this information to show that even systems designed to help people can be twisted into tools of oppression. It's a reminder to question authority, stay informed, and remember the lessons of history. I hope you enjoyed this exploration from the Night's Viral Sanctum. Subscribe for more content, and I hope to see you again.